Namaskar, friends, and I have a question for you. How often do you stretch your body? Of course, when you wake up in the morning while you're still on the bed, before getting up and off the bed, of course, naturally, you stretch. You do, right? But really, how often do you actually consciously stretch your body? And when you stretch your body, how do you stretch your body? Are you making sure that you are stretching each and every part of your body? That's the question that you have to answer. Of course, you can write in the comment box. So today we are going to stretch our whole body, making sure that each part of our body gets stretched. In yogasan, there are many asana or posture that you can practice to give a good stretch of your body. There are some asana or some posture that actually stretches, takes care of the whole body stretch. We may practice one or two today, but let's begin with sitting on the mat in your favorite meditative pose. I'm using Sukhasana or the comfort pose, which is as simple as cross-legged pose. But what do I do with my hands? You can just place them palms facing up just on your knees, or you can do a little more by placing them on your knee, on your thighs, palms facing up, and roll back your shoulders, keeping your back and spine straight. Chin slightly tucked in. Normal breathing. Looking at a point at the eye level in front. With a smile, you may close your eyes and just breathe normal. Just few breaths and relax. You may place both your hands on the side of your body and take a deep breath in. As you breathe in, you raise your hands up and you breathe out with producing your exhalation sound. So let's do it. Hands on your side and you breathe in. And as you breathe out, breathe in. You may breathe out from your mouth. Breathe in through your nostrils. Now stretch a little up, a little more. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And cross your hands and touch the opposite elbows. And go back a little bit. And forward. Keeping your back and spine straight only as much as possible. And back. And again, forward. And release. Now, while you're seated, we are doing cat and cows, also called the Marjariasana or and the Bidalasana. So how we do it is place your hands by the side, and as you place your hands, your body, the front comes up, so there's spinal curving in, and as you breathe out, you curve out. So let's do it. Look up as you breathe in. Head going back. You're looking up. And as you breathe in, your hands, your spine, your back curling. And breathe out. Now, breathe in. And breathe out. Hugging yourself. And now, one more time. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, your back curling in. And you're hugging yourself. And release. Excellent. Now at this time, you would stretch your leg out. Just stretch your leg out and slide your hand to your stretched out leg. Just stretch your body and back. Now with both your hands, you would pull your, if you can see, you would pull your foot. Okay, this is better. Now with your hand, you would pull so hold your space between underneath your knees and pull with the other hand. Pull it. Remember, Sthir Sukham Asanam. That is, you're not pulling it too hard. Now, slightly turn your foot inside while you are going in the opposite direction. Spinal twist and outside to the opposite direction. Spinal twist with your leg stretched out, again inside and give it a good spinal twist and outside on the opposite side. And we repeat with the opposite leg. Now again, touch your toes with just one hand. Just lightly touch and pull your body, upper body towards it. Feel the stretch and relax. Now, one more time. pull it, and relax. Again, now turn your foot, roll it at the heel towards inside, and as you roll towards the inside, spinal twist to the opposite side while you're supporting with the other hand, and one hand behind. Give it a good twist, and now roll it to the other side and twist. We do this one more time. Roll inside and to the other side. This is excellent, and relax. This is great. Now, for those who feel um, back pain, or hip pain, this is great. This is a great stretch that you can practice by extending one leg and rolling it to both sides, this one and this one, and with both ends, both sides, roll in, roll out, roll in. Excellent. Now extend both your legs. Stretch and flex few times. Rotate. And now join them. You may clasp your hands and bring them to open up the hips. This is Baddha Konasana. So your hands are still clasped. This is a very good hip opening asana, the Baddha Konasana. And at this time, place your hands on your knees and pressing down. And as you press down, you stretch up. And as you stretch up, maintaining your posture, you bend slightly forward, maintaining correct posture with your back and spine straight and your neck aligned. And you would go as much as you can while maintaining your posture. And come back up a little back. Now we do this one more time. Now pull your shoulders out, close together outward, and press your knees down, and you go down, bending forward, keeping your body, back and spine aligned with the neck, and slowly come back up. We are trying to maximize the stretch that we can provide to our body. So while you are in the seated position, you may I'm sitting in Ardha Padmasana, or the half lotus pose, and at this time, let me turn to the side and place your hands at the side and raise your hands into Parvatasana, or the mountain pose. And this mountain pose and all these stretches you can still do while you're in your bed in the morning as you get up and you have yet to get off the bed. So you can still do these and stretch a little more. Now, as you stretch higher up, your back, your spine getting stretched. Now look up. So you can go a little more further up. Head back to the center. Turn to your right, to the center, to your left, to the center. Bend to the right, to the left. Look up, stretch a little more and bend forward and stretch forward and go back up and release. So this is while in the seated position, the mountain pose, or the Parvatasana, Parvat, the mountain pose, Asan, the posture. So you can do this. Now, since it is July 4th and we are celebrating the Independence Day of United States of America here, but you may be in any part of the world with whatever time zone you are at. Stretching doesn't matter what time of the day or what date. It is very important that we stretch our body very well and consciously stretch. Not just stretch, but observing which part of our body is getting stretched together with the breath. Now, let us also practice, we will practice the ocean breath, or Ujjayi. Now, Ujjayi, as basic as you would just breathe in and breathe out fully with a sound, like a ocean sound. And how you do that, you can just sit as I'm sitting right now. And you breathe in. Breathing out from your mouth. Now, what you need to make sure is that you breathe in with whatever number of counts, for example, 2. As you breathe out, your count, you double your counts. So if you're breathing in for 2 counts, 1, 2, you breathe out for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically you're breathing out fully, and that too with a sound, because you're breathing out from your mouth. So let's do this. And you can also do it like this. You breathe in, raising your hands. One more time. Excellent. And now you're ready, your body is all warmed up. You can, and also with the breath, you can either, get, if you're still in the bed, you can get off the bed and start with your whatever practices of the morning or the day. You want, you are ready to go. And also there is another breath technique, pranayam, that you are never to miss even a single day, is the Brahmari or the humming bee, if you can. So for Brahmari, normally we would, so basically Brahmari pranayam or the humming bee pranayam breath technique is to shut off all the senses. How? You would shut off the hearing by closing your ears with your thumb. You would shut off the sight, vision with your index finger lightly on the eyelids. You shut off smell with lightly your middle finger, and you um, shut off your watch, your nothing, no sound, no speech, with your little ring finger and your little finger. And you breathe in, you breathe out, your lips closed. However, your teeth, there's a space between your teeth. So you make sure you do that. And as you breathe out, you exhale, producing the sound of a bee. And it would come out, the sound of bee or the humming sound would come naturally. Let's begin. So you would breathe in and you would just shut your senses consciously. Breathe in through your nostrils and breathing out while producing the humming sound. And relax. You may open your eyes. Your hands in Anjali Mudra, folded in front of your chest. You may bow down and promise to yourself that you will find time, even though you're busy, however busy you are, you will find time to take care of your health, your mind, your body, your spirit, your overall health. And I thank you for your time with me. Thank you.